Here's Johnny. Thank you, Ed. Hey there, social media family. Again, of any subscribers and our visitors alike who are affiliated, associated with, and are representing that being of my own YouTube social media channel and our chat room. How are you all doing this Thanksgiving Day Eve? Whereas tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day, for the calendar year of 2023. 2023. You and yours, your family and friends, or your different households, or hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, to be all right. Everyone is okay, yeah, not better yet to be said, all right, or it's not best of all to be said and stated for the record, to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly be calm or be stressed. But then, one of my present neighbors from down hell of a local vicinity area neighborhood community drug pusher, dope dealer, just won't give me a rest even for this particular holiday to be compared on to Christmas. And misery does love company. How pathetic or pitiful. And as I have to check different credentials of mine to make sure that I have not become subject to experiencing a case of identity theft. Yeah, he's one of those kind of characters too that he could moonlight as, and as I suspect him of being of a character otherwise, of one and some such other or another. Yeah, I suspect he could possibly be also moonlighting as one of my crank callers and our stalkers. You know. Then, nevertheless, this here particular present social media broadcast or video or whatever I said is not about him. I mean, God is the center of my universe. He takes top priority when it comes to that. Like, I'm not about to let somebody permit a dinosaur turd caveman, bonehead, butthead character to attempt to take me hostage to his rather twisted, warped, wicked mindset. You understand what I'm saying? When I can get more than enough of the business come from the likes out in the streets of his kind. Unfortunately, he is one of my fellow neighbors, and the likes of neighbors that nobody who still possess half their marbles would want the neighbors that I have at the moment, being a worse proverbial neighbors from down hell in a worse neighborhood community for vicinity area within city limits. If you know what I mean, read between the lines, fill in the blanks, and so much for that conversation. And not that I mean to, throw a wet blanket or rain upon somebody else's parade, throw a wet blanket upon somebody else, burden you with my problems. Anyway, though, now that I've gotten the preliminaries out of the way, then let's just dive into the present social media broadcast, video, whatever you want to possibly call or make of it. And as it will complement the name title to the present one, it is dealing with my gambling addiction, And since the last time I did gamble, lately or most recently, and as recently as today, and hopefully I won't be thinking about gambling tonight, I'm just thankful. I thank God that I have not gone back to living that damn hell in some such other vices or addictions so far as the bottle, or once you get the pipe, the bottle, intoxicating alcoholic beverages or whatever brands, qualities, and quantities, or my drug of choice being reefer or the wacko weed, being the same Snoop Doggy Frog Hogg's drug of choice. I call him Snoop Doggy Frog Hogg. Then getting back to some research, let's backtrack here. The reasons, purposes being, it's like going to Parliament to continue for when my person at last left off, I can finish up as in completed form period prior line of thought, and as it is, regarding making reference to the present social media content of a video, being of which is in due regard in reference to gambling. And if any of you all have a rather severe, serious gambling addiction like I myself, I'm just thankful I haven't contemplated that romantic thought of gambling any rent money or utility money or any cell phone money or phone money for that matter. But if any of you all have that pretty much so a severe, serious gambling addiction of your own, then call that not 1-888, but 1-800 number for 1-800 gambler. And I may have to do that myself in due time, especially with my person being one of the most unluckiest gamblers, not only in the continental USA, United States of America, but I do believe in the world, as I had explained, if not equally as well, in the basic intro as an introduction, where I had explained in the footnotes for one or the other, if not both. Yeah, and I'm not going to go into the specifics of how much money I lost once again. It's really nobody's business. I'm not going to tell you where I gamble at if you just so happen to be a resident within city limits for the Midwest, for the city of metropolitan Chicago, Illinois, USA. I'm going to tell you where exactly I gamble, because that's really my own personal business, and I have more than enough of my share of stalkers, and I don't need to acquire any more, especially if some of them could be of my present proverbial neighbors from down hell, or worse ones, or worstest ones yet, or one of the worst or worstest of neighborhood communities for vicinity within city limits. Yeah. Let's just say I gambled away quite a nice piece of change, to put it mildly, and most of the time I lose, and whenever I do win a little money, I'm not winning into the house's money, if you know what I mean. If anything, I'm just winning back a little sum of my money that I had paid out to gamble, and it wouldn't even be 1/3 of what I would lost, let alone half, most, and definitely, most certainly not all that I would have lost. Because the very minute I win a little money, some of my money back, the very minute I play it again, I lose it again. That's just me, and that's why I say I could possibly be. Is that what I meant to say? No, I am probably, worse yet to be said, I am probably one of the worstest or one of the most unluckiest gamblers, not only within the continental United States of America, but for the whole wide world and world wide web for that matter. And ain't no shame in my game. Let me say, if we look at it from one point of view, not another, so far as what I'm about to say or do say so now, because at times when I lose, I can or could possibly cry like a baby, like I lost a loved one or something. But I try not to get too emotional. I don't want anybody, another male of the same sex, to take me for a wuss or what. But if anybody would witness me crying after I would have lost some or such of a pretty sizable amount of money, then you would see that I myself personally have equal as well as any other severe or serious gambler, severe or serious gambling problem. That's why I mentioned that 1-800 number. Yeah. Imagine that, crying because you lost money, like as if you lost a loved one. But then gambling is lethal or dangerous, as well as drinking and drugging. Believe it or not, I'm sure there are some or such others that would agree with me, compared to how there are still others that would tend to differ. I mean, no, it is. It's lethal and dangerous, you know, especially if you're trying to borrow some money from loan sharks to get the gambling again, as well, or likewise as it is if it's taking food off of your family household's table taking food from you personally, for that matter, you know. And I, for one, I like to eat, you know. You got to eat to live, you know. I mean, I don't mean I like to eat like gorge myself, you know. I have a rather medium-sized appetite, if you know what I mean. Read between the lines, fill in the blanks. You know, I try not to eat too much, but all the same, I try not to eat too little. You know, I try to eat enough to hold me for a day until the following new or next day. You know, yeah, be the food being supplied or provided for me coming out of my own pocket, as well as I could, you know, frequent different address locations, soup kitchens, and food pantries if my money is really that much more looking funny, especially if I have been gambling and feeding those different gambling machines, taking food off of my own personal table, taking clothing off my back, shoes off my feet, etc. And I have yet to do my laundry, go to the laundromat, you know, be it in the building or somewhere outside the building, but within the neighborhood, hopefully, or within another neighborhood close by this one, you know. And at the same time, try to take care of the necessary business during daylight hours. Because when the evening comes, for where I'm at now, it's a much more lethal or dangerous incendiary neighborhood community. And whereas certain ones of the youngins, they just don't have any respect for their elders. They don't even have respect for themselves. Okay? And a bullet has no name to it, especially if you have a proverbial neighbor from damn hell, male character like what I have at the moment, who had threatened my life verbally at least a couple, few, or two or three times. And whereas, therefore, I myself, being my person, have had to equally as well take care of the necessary business and to leave my business card by calling the police on him a couple, few times for him doing so, you know. Because when you verbally abuse somebody, implying physical violence that could possibly be orchestrated, initiated, and perpetrated against another person, be you with or without any accomplices in crime of homies, then that's just as dangerous as if somebody had, you know, the words that could be used are implying, see, it would lead up to, I mean, if a person, like you say, you know, the thought comes before the action. You know what I'm saying? It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out, you know. And better safe than sorry. And that's why I try to keep a working cell phone, at least a working phone of some kind, you know. And I do believe in exercising my rights and privileges as an American citizen within a free society or democracy so far as self-defense is concerned, you know. I ain't gonna let anybody just get up on me and try to do me some severe or serious bodily harm of a violent nature. And speaking upon those matters, you know, no way. If I'm not doing anything to you or saying anything to you, you know, where you should not take it to heart or get out of pocket, you know, get this stinking thinking of thoughts going through your head to attempt to give me the business, you know, because all his actions so far have been unjustified as well and or unwarranted. You know, I have done nothing wrong to him. I said nothing wrong to him. All I ever done was complain to the management about how he would disrupt or interrupt my sleeping patterns with his late night criminal activities, slamming doors, all that crazy crap, playing loud music, you know, all the same. Especially when you get to creeping around my apartment door. I don't like that at all, not the least. But like I said before, and I'll stay for record, so I reiterate and repeat myself, this is not about him. This present social media content of the video is about my gambling addiction, you know, and I have a serious one, you know. And like I said, just as I had gambled today for this anniversary. Sorry about that. Anniversary JFK's assassination. Well, hopefully I don't think to gamble tonight while I still can. No, depending on how long certain stores stay open. Well, I know one is open 24 hours, and I could go in there and gamble to my heart's content. But with the neighborhood I'm in at the moment, I better not be out here in the streets during some late night hours, and then risk life and limb. You know what I'm saying? And especially with this one neighbor that I have that threatened my life verbally at least a couple few times. Whereas usually he would play possum, you know, whenever the police would show up outside his apartment. But this time, for that last time around, they got him on body cam because they're already in the building. He's coming in the building as they're like discussing matters in regard and reference to him. Whereas he stays on the same floor level down a couple few apartment doors down from me. So they got him on body cam. So that's just about as good as getting the order of protection or aka restraining order against him, being of which I was not able to get for the last mention then because I don't know his name. But I got at least a couple few basic police reports in addition to now I have it like so where the police have got him on body cam, on their police body camera. There's too much for that conversation. Like I said, this is not about him. This is about my gambling addiction. I could roll with the punches when it comes to gambling. I could really risk quite a bit. Quite a bit. It's close to an amount that would be considered as down payment on somebody's first month rent as a homeless person. Let me just put it like that. Depending on where you live and what your income is like, how much you could pay for what apartment, So now you get some kind of, at least a general or vague idea of not a specific, Yeah. And I'm like, wow, I just hate that. And as I believe that a lot of these gambling machines are rigged, they are rigged. Well, some days and nights it's like they're more rigged than other days and night. You know what I'm saying? And so far as the lottery tickets, you have to live out in one of those affluent, prosperous, less poverty-stricken, less crime-ridden vicinity neighborhood communities. That's either multiracial or especially predominantly white to get a winning lottery ticket, because that's what I believe, and I'm sure others agree with me compared to how there are still others that would tend to differ that these lottery, what you call the sponsors of the lottery, they send most, if not all, of the winning lottery tickets into those other kind of vicinity neighborhood communities, being the ones that are, less poverty stricken and are as well less crime ridden. Then some of the place I go to play the lottery, like I say, if I do win a little nice size piece of money, I wouldn't say millions or thousands of dollars, but then you have to be careful because once certain persons hear that you hit big, they be laying for you. Yeah. Because one brother told me, when I mentioned to him about another spot that I gamble at, he said, "No, I don't gamble over there." He said, "It's too rough over there. If you hit big, man, you better be on your P's and Q's. You better, cross those I's and dot those T's, because if they hear that you hit for a couple few hundreds or so, or half a thou, a couple few Benjamins, or close to half a thou, man, you better be alert, man. You better be on watch, because people are hungry, thirsty out here in these streets, especially if they got those other kind of addictions, so far as alcohol and drugs is concerned." Yeah. Oh, let me show you. So far, one gambling game I was playing, you know, And whereas I could have come so close to hitting, but you know, as the stakes are bigger or greater, then the chances of winning are that much lesser. Okay, let me show you here though. See if I can find it. 'Cause I play different video lottery games as well as on, you know, I get different lottery tickets. Now look at that. See those two diamonds for this one particular lottery gambling game? I mean gambling game. I'm getting confused with the lottery vending machine. That is for this one particular electronic video gambling game. Otherwise, see that diamond? You see what that diamond that diamond's supposed to be? Wait a minute, hold it. Okay, back to it. Look at the very top. Now I got that was a video. This one is just a photo, a picture now. You can sit better stationary. See that diamond? If you get all three in a row for the pay line, that diamond is worth a little over half a thou. You know, something like $600 and something if you hit. Like I said, when the stakes are greater, or when the stakes are greater or higher, well, what was I saying? When the money payout is greater or higher, then the chances of losing are the same, greater or higher. When the money prize, rather to put it like that, to use an appropriate word. When the money prize is greater, then the chances of losing are greater. You know, look at that. See what it says there? 600 and something. And I got two out of three of those diamonds. If I had got that third diamond for the pay line, I would have got paid. You know, I better hurry up and grab that money out of the till, pocket it somewhere where it can't be pickpocketed off me, and then watch my back and get the damn hell out that store like snap, crack, one pop, but at the same time not move too fast, because you know they'll be like saying, why he moving like grease lightning? Oh, he man hit. Get him, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but then let me show y'all something else. Hold up. Go to wintrust.com. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Let me see here. Okay, let me see. I want to show y'all. Now back to Bill McLaughlin. Yeah. Today's show is new to me. The Henry Purcell suite from the Gordian Knot Untied, Arthur Sullivan's score for Macbeth, and now this piece of Edward Elgar called The Starlight. If I got that other pig for the pay line, see, I got two. I would got some free plays, you know. And the interesting thing was that you don't pay it, you know, big, you know. Childhood sketches. He was an active composer from the age of about like 20 something, 30 something. He found some of this music he'd written as a youngster. Yeah. Or a little more at times. I don't know. Maybe it's about 100. Express. The music is glorious. Check it out, though. Some wonderful string playing in the center and beautiful singing from Valerie Masterson and Derek Hammond Stroud, a soprano and baritone, respectively. Vernon Hanley conducting the London Philharmonic. Music of Sir Edward Elgar, The Starlight Express. Oh, but then look here. Piggly Wiggly. That's the name, I think. Yeah. I got the pig, something like that. Yeah. I got the three of these in a row for the pay line. I got paid. I get free games and get paid as well. There's 3 pigs in a row. Yeah, bro. Pick a pig. I just got so little. Look at that. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. See, I was showing y'all. Got if I got that third diamond, I was about to tell you. So got another one. Get another game that is. Something, see. That's how you line up the pay and all that. Yeah, I got the three person. Get out of here. Y'all could have had something, you know. I was trying to tell me something. They had to give all this fucking gambling. These motherfuckers. Jeez. About the fucking right. Could have had something, see. They had to line up the pay and all that. Something. This store. That's a difference. Get out of here. Y'all could have had something, you know. Yeah, so if any of you all are, I'm about to close out shortly. Let me see. If any of you all are chronic habitual gamblers, like I myself am, well, the best way to win at gambling is not to gamble in the first place. You know, I mean, that goes without saying quite naturally. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just going to come out a loser more often than not. And just I'm trying to show you. I played at different stores. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much so rigged, you know. You can't win, and you can't break even. You can't break even, and you can't get out of the game. You know what song that is? Who made that song? Then another artist made a similar sort of song where he said, "Money didn't matter yesterday. It sure don't matter today. Just when you think you got more than enough, it vanishes and flies away." Oh yeah, I already played that. I showed y'all that. I showed y'all this here. Okay. Yeah, I did. Show y'all the store I played at. That was, that's something else. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. No. Okay, let me see. Oh, wait a minute. There's more down here. Sorry. It's mistaken. All right. Yeah, so I be like, I'm rather uncorded on them gallon machines. I don't know. It's like those gallon machines. They just don't like me. Like to take me for a ride. You know what I'm saying? Those gallon machines. Yeah, here's another one. I only got 60 cents. It's supposed to be doing something to give me 60 cents. Less than $1. Barely got over half a dollar for that. Let's see. Well, anyway, though, I'm about to bring to a close, or as I try to do so now. Wait a minute. I know that beat. I thought I had put that head on the character that's supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? So busy, so in a rush to. I guess I wonder what I'm talking about. This is one video game. See, I was supposed to line up his head with that video like I did with the other gym, but this is a gambling game. This a video game. Otherwise, no gambling in it. I'm saying, oh, check it out, y'all. This is a racing car game. See. Damn, Trump made Biden his, swim so much, put in the days after give him a slam dunk or boxing his ears in the political debating rings so much you'd think his head would come off, huh? His head. Trump 2024, Biden out of our nation's capital, the Oval Office, the White House has got to go. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah. How long it's running? I got skills or what? Well, sometimes. Oh yeah, it's going through there now to hit that zero. I mean, I'm seeing how to get it before I pass it. Got it. So it's like I hit that bullseye rather at the end. Anyway, though, on this last note of interest, I would like to say that if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I hope that you would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins. But recognize and realize what he himself had done and did upon the cross of Calvary Hill to go, suffering at the hands of sunset Roman soldiers up on orders of their superior. But then nevertheless, ways he went to that cross of Calvary, become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. So that if any of us, regardless of race, walk of life, faction, society, lifestyle preferences, age, gender, etc., anybody, I say, that's including those with identity crisis about their gender, could possibly, not practically, but could possibly, because you have to profess faith in it, otherwise you got nothing coming so far as blessings concerned. Not even deliverance, not to mention salvation. But if anybody were to profess some such faith in him, anybody for our own human species, represent not only the that being, but also the global international community within this post 911 era of our new millennium, of this supposed so-called post-global pandemic, for this apocalyptic day and age, where the doomsday clock is now supposed to be at a couple few minutes to midnight compared on how formerly previous prior to then it was a quarter midnight for these rather biblically prophetic time, where to profess some such faith in him, from there will become or be blessed, and there's the bullseye. See, we become or be blessed in one regard or another, in more ways than one. First and foremost, with his salvation, being which is the only means by which any of us can or could possibly become citizens of the kingdom of heaven. And second of all, with his deliverance. But first, you have got to get his salvation. Otherwise, you have nothing coming so far as blessing is concerned. And if you make that transition for the great beyond of the hereafter or afterlife, and you don't have the only fire insurance against the lake of fire, damn hell, then that's where your final resting place would be, of a destination to be tortured and terrorized by the devil and the demons forever, with other unsaved unbelievers and unbelievers, compared to how we as believers in God would be across that great divide that separates heaven from hell in the company of like-minded believers in the present God and his angels. Otherwise, you all take care and be safe. We out. Peace.